Hey y'all, it's Monday morning, July 21st, and we welcome you to another edition of This Week at AMG. Thank you for joining us once again as we are able to share with you some of the exciting things that God is doing around the world through AMG. Well, we are continuing our Christmas in July series, and we are talking about bundles of love. Bundles of love are very special gifts that every year we give to the children and national workers and leprosy sufferers under our care around the world. It's a special package that contains much needed items, from clothing to scriptures if they don't have one, or a toy for the child if they don't have one. And we are able, through those packages, to express in another way how much God loves them. And today we are going to have two very special people tell us a little bit more about bundles of love. One of them is Ken Ivans, who leads our short-term mission teams that go every year and actually participate in the bundles of love celebrations. And the other is Jack Mason, who serves here in our home office, and he had the opportunity to participate last year in the bundles of love trip. He is going to share with you the joy of being able to go and experience firsthand the interaction with the kids as the team members are able to give them their bundles of love. So let's hear from Ken and Jack talk about bundles of love short-term mission trips.
Good morning, my name is Ken Ivans. I work here at AMG leading short-term missions trips. And I'm here with Jack from here at AMG, and I want him to introduce himself.
I'm Jack, and I actually work here at AMG's headquarters in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I do the maintenance. And last year I went on a Bundles of Love trip.
So where'd you go on your Bundles of Love trip, Jack?
We went to Guatemala to help AMG Guatemala, and Guatemala is actually a amazing place to have in a ministry for one particular reason. Of all the Central American countries, it is the most open to evangelical Christianity.
So you actually went on a bundles trip, right?
Right.
So what was your favorite part of handing out bundles to the children?
Okay, my favorite part was as we went around to several child care centers and handed out the bundles, their Christmas presents. Thus, we represented their sponsors from America. My favorite part was to see firsthand and hear the stories of life-changing results in the children's lives. For example, I think we heard this scenario 2 or 3 times where, for one reason or another, the parent would be out of the child's life, maybe because of death or work or maybe even an addiction. And sometimes they were just partially out of the life, but they would lay the responsibility for the raising of the child on the grandparents. And I can relate to that a little bit because my grandparents were very involved in raising me. Because AMG Guatemala is there, the child care centers are there, these wonderful national workers are there, the resources can be provided so that the children in their developmental years can develop in a emotional, physical, relational, and spiritual well-being and be healthy, well-adjusted teens who will then grow and become productive, beneficial assets to the community, assets to their family in the future.
Thank you. Well, if someone was listening to you today and they were to ask you, why should I go on a bundles trip? Why should I take a bundles of trip? What would you tell them?
The first reason is that it's a good entry-level mission trip so that ages from 5 to 95 could go on this mission trip. And there's not a lot of strenuous labor involved, and so it's good and many people can do it. Secondly, because you get to see for yourself firsthand the life-changing results of the ministry. When you start to help the poor as Jesus intended and see the life-transforming results, then that cycle starts of helping the poor and making disciples. You get great satisfaction, great fulfillment out of that.
So if you're 5 to 95 and are interested in joining us for an AMG Bundles of Love trip, we would love to have you. If you want to make some life-changing results and maybe see your life changed as well as impacting the lives of others, we would love to have you as part of our trip in the coming years. Contact us at amginternational.org and we'll look forward to talking to you.
I hope that gives you a taste of what happens on a Bundles of Love short-term mission trip. It's an exciting time, it's a special time for the people who go and for the people that they meet with. If you would like to participate in a trip, please visit our website or contact our short-term mission office, and we'll be glad to share more information with you about how you can be a part of the Bundles of Love short-term mission trip. Well, that's it for this week. We thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next week at This Week at AMG.